video tutorial. Today, I will explain to you the convert numbers into words. It's best used in Excel as template to print checks. But before we start, I would like to invite you to watch my Excel tutorial on VLOOKUP. I also posted a shorter version of my VLOOKUP tutorial. But if you have time, please do watch the longer version because I did not only explain there the basic VLOOKUP function, I discussed the dollar sign. That by using the dollar sign in your VLOOKUP formula, you just need to set the formula once. And as you copy and move the VLOOKUP formula, you don't need to edit your formula because the dollar sign locks the column, the row, or both the column and the row. I also discussed there the VLOOKUP error number sign NA. NA means not available or no value available. And by using the if error function, the number sign NA error is eliminated. Watch it here in my YouTube channel, Tala Opendo. Now, let's start convert numbers into words. You have two ways on how to do it in Excel. First, convert numbers into words with the help of Visual Basic VBE as we write the VBA code, the VBA Visual Basics of Application code. And then we will use the function SpellNumber. Here, we have a blank Excel file. To open the VBE Visual Basic Editor, we can go to our keyboard for shortcut Alt F11. You can also access the VBE Visual Basic Editor under the Developer tab on the Ribbon Code group. Click on Visual Basic. So here we have the Visual Basic as we do the Alt F11 earlier. Then let's click the Insert tab and then let's choose Module. So here, we will copy a code and then we will paste it. Before we proceed, let's go to my available formula code which I prepared earlier for this tutorial. We have here the available formula code. This time, I will not discuss on how the code is made. I will provide to you my available formula codes so you can check it. And you can also create your own depending on how you want your numbers convert to words to be represented. The source of this formula originally is from the internet. As you search Google convert number into words, you can get a sample formula code. Here, we adjust the formula with the help of my brother who's a programmer since I need the data output in words with pesos only, and I wanted the centavos represented as example 10 centavos, 10 over 100. This is how I want my words to be converted since I will be using this data to write amounts in words in check that will be useful in accounting. Now, let's copy the formula code. Here, copy. And let's paste the code to the Module 1 code box. And then, let's save it. When saving this Excel file, let's save it as under the Excel macro enabled workbook. Then, save. Then, let's close this Excel workbook first. As we open the Excel file with VBA code, you will see that there's a security warning. So what we will do is we will click the options and then we will take the enable this content, then click OK. Now let's proceed with the conversion. We will input the data here and we will use the function SpellNumber. But let's put first our headers. In column A, we put the number. So here we will put the number. And then we will, in column B, we will put the spelled out number. Spelled out number. Under this column, we will input our spell number function. So let's have an example number. Let's put 50, 170.50, and 1000. Now we will use our function. So we type equals spell number, double click the function, then it will automatically have a open parenthesis, then we click the 58, the cell A2, then we close parenthesis, and then we enter. Here, we can see that the word is converted 50 pesos only. So let's copy and drag the spell number function. So we can see here the presentation is in words 170 and 50 over 100 pesos only and 1,000 pesos only. Let's have more example to check our formula. So we have here 21,500.01 and 3 million below. So let's copy and drag. So as you can see, we have presentation in which you will see that there's a word pesos only at the end of the conversion in words, and the centavos is presented as example here is 1,999,999, and we have a centavos of 99 centavos, so it is presented or converted into 99 over 100 pesos only. So that's how we do our code or formula that we copied earlier in our VBA. Because this is the usual presentation on how we print the checks. So with pesos only and in the end of the words and the presentation of the centavos. We also have another option of using the spell number function. So let's have an example. Here, we will type equals spell number, then open parentheses. Instead of going to a cell, we will input the number inside. So let's type 50. So there. So the result is the same using the spell number function. So you can either put your number in a cell, then you link it to the spell number function, or you can simply type equals spell number, the function spell number, Then we type example 200,105.25. Oh, sorry. We should not be using comma. So there, 200,105 and 25 over 100 pesos only. So we have an example and we check and double check that our code is working correctly. Now, let's discuss another way of converting numbers into words. We have here same sample amount. Now, this time, we will be simply inputting our created formula here in our cell. This time, we will not use BBE or Visual Basic Editor. No BBA for this one in Excel. So here, we will paste the formula created, which I already prepared earlier for this tutorial. Same thing as our first example. I will not discuss how this formula is made. I will provide to you the available formula so that you can check it and you can make your own if you want your words to be converted differently depending on your needs or requirement. Please note, converting number into words seems easy because we have already our available formulas. Because what we do in our tutorial is we simply copy and paste it in our Excel file. But the hardest part of this conversion setting is doing or creating the correct formula code that will give you a result of word conversion based on what you expected. To have a correct output words, formula should be made correct. So let's proceed. Let's copy this one. Oh, sorry. Let's copy this one. And then let's go to our Excel file. So we type equals. Then we paste the formula. So then we enter. So here you can see that the words for 10, number 10 is converted into words 10 pesos only. Now, let's copy and drag to paste this formula. So we have here 75 pesos only, 170 point, and 50 over 100 pesos. And here we have another decimal centavos, 21,500, and 01 over 100 pesos only. So that's how it works, by simply copying the formula to your cell. So comparing this this example from the first example, this is much more simpler because the first example, you need to create a BBE and then you need to open it and paste the BBA file. While here, we just need to input in our cell the correct formula and then it's done. Then we will just copy and paste it to other cells that we wanted to output a convert numbers into words. That's all for our tutorial today. But first, let's have a quick recap of what we've learned today. So we learned the two ways of converting numbers into words. The first one is with the help of the Visual Basic Editor, BBE, as we write the BBA code. And then the second one is convert number into words with simply inputting our created formula in the cell. This time, we did not use the BBA in Excel. So for the copy of the convert the numbers into words, formulas, and code, you can message me in my Facebook account. If you are my friends, then I will send it to you. Or you can put your comments below requesting for the formula, then I will send it. I hope that this will be a great help, especially for accounting. Our example for today is for accounting, but you can also use it for other purposes. But this is an example in which you could convert your numbers into words, doing the BBE and the spell function. And another one is by simply copying the formula into the cell. I hope that you continue to check out my new videos. The next video I will be doing is H lookup. Also watch out for my intermediate and advanced expert Excel tutorial coming really soon. And I will definitely make more tutorials on Excel shortcuts, tips and tricks, and videos on the most popular commands and functions. Like, comment, share this video, subscribe in my YouTube channel, Talo Pendo. This is my 6th video tutorial. I look forward for more videos that I can share with you. Thanks everyone and God bless. Stay home and keep safe.